Hey everyone, it's Kevin here. Uh, an unusual Wednesday haul for me. Usually don't pick up my books, but me and Tim went to the store today because he's working in Mississauga tomorrow, and I am doing schoolwork all day, so a good opportunity to go on the actual comic book day. So that's kind of fun. Lots of really cool variants out for Superman Unchained. Um, I really wanted to pick up the Golden Age and Silver Age variant they had. And I know Midtown Comics had them for $60 a pop, and my store was apparently selling them for 25. And not that I would have, even for that price, I don't really want them that much, but I mean, I probably would have picked up one of them, and maybe even sold on eBay or something if that's what they're getting. But they're really cool, so keep an eye out for those guys. If you can get them for cheap, um, maybe it might be worth picking up because they're really cool variants. Anyway, I'm going to get into the books. From Dark Horse, I picked up X #2. I picked up the first one on a whim. I like a lot of Dark Horse stuff, and it was really good. Interesting. I like that Dark Horse seems to be doing 4-issue miniseries for their superhero titles and kind of rotating them around, because I know there's a Captain Midnight book coming out soon, which I believe is like in the same universe, so that's kind of cool. I'm going to be checking that out too, I think. Also from Dark Horse, I picked up Breath of Bones, The Tale of the Golem. So stoked for this book. I urge everyone to go check it out. Like, just if you like anything World War II or any, like, I don't know, like historical type stuff or ahistorical type stuff, it looks really cool. Like, it's all in black and white, but looks awesome. I can't wait to read this. Yeah, I didn't pick up that Killjoys book, but I just saw an ad for it and it looked actually pretty cool. Anyway, so I'm excited to give this a read, so that might be worth checking out for some people that didn't see it today. Picked up Manhattan Projects #12. Great book. Should be an interesting issue. Always an interesting read. Jonathan Hickman and I guess Pitara on art here, but a very interesting story. If you haven't checked it out already, go check out Manhattan Projects. And if you're into science at all, sci-fi, if you don't mind people like screwing around with Einstein and Oppenheimer and whoever else they got going on there, all the physicists, you get FDR in a TV, so that's really cool. Truman's kind of nuts in that book, so it's always worth checking out. If you're into like history or science or anything, you might enjoy it. On to Marvel. This is an awesome cover. Picked up Guardians of the Galaxy #3. Excited to give this a read. Looks like they should be pretty good. I'm actually surprised by how much I've been enjoying the 3 issues that are out of this book, because it didn't seem like my kind of thing, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Like, I was willing to give it a shot, and it did impress me. And I am really light on Marvel this week, so that's kind of interesting. Picked up Thor: God of Thunder #9. Great book. I just hope the next story arc isn't gore-centric, because I'm getting kind of sick of him. But I am really enjoying this book. The art's phenomenal. Jason Aaron continues to impress me. Also, another book by Jason Aaron. Finally, the Hellfire Saga starts. Should be awesome. This would be a good point to jump on this book if anyone's interested in checking it out. Yeah, like maybe the issue before this actually. But as long as there's Mudbug in this, who's a character they introduced early, I'm down to read it, so we'll see. That's a really fun book if you're looking for something light. In a moment of weakness, after seeing the villain issues that they've announced, and there's a JLD Creeper issue, I picked up Katana #4, which is from last month, and #5, which is from this month, just because I want to get this whole Creeper story. Seems like a really cool character. I read #3, he was in it, and then I'm like, oh, I'm done with that book. But I kind of was interested, and I was thinking about picking this up at some point, and I saw Katana there today, and I decided to grab it. And I have an inkling that some of this book might connect with Green Arrow, with what they're developing in that plot. For anyone who's read it, I don't know. Just because Katana's dealing with sword like with the sword clans, and that was kind of brought up in Green Arrow. So I'm wondering if there's going to be a crossover here. So we'll see. Um, you know, it's interesting because I think they're trying to go for the whole samurai movie type feel, but I just hate Anne Nasanti's writing. Like, I'm willing to give her a couple tries because I heard good things in the past, but from what I've read recently, it's been terrible. Um, Picked up Green Lantern Corps number 21. We got John Stewart here. I'm picking up, I think, the 4 of these, not Larfleeze, just to see what direction they all start to go in post Jeff Johns' Green Lantern. And I'm going to stick around with Lantern and Green Lantern and maybe Green Lantern Corps, but likely not New Guardians because I don't really like Kyle Rayner that much. But this looks interesting. John Stewart's an awesome character, so looking forward to that. Picked up World's Finest number 13, Huntress and Power Girl. Another book that I was going to drop, but seeing the solicitations for Villains Month, I think there's 2 more issues of this book, and then they're back on Earth 2, and I hope they do like a Brave and the Bold, like team-up book with this title, like World's Finest, so I hope they do Huntress and Power Girl are back on Earth 2, and they use this title to explore, like, Hawk Girl and, like, various team-ups in the Earth 2 universe, because I think that would be an effective way to use this book, because this story arc hasn't really been the best. I like Power Girl a lot. Huntress is interesting. I'm excited to see Power Girl back in a JSA environment, and I'm excited to see Huntress interact with Earth 2 Batman, so I'm excited for them to return there. Picked up Superboy 21. I'm going to get this until it stops tying in with Superman, and then I'm probably off this. But you did get a badass crypto cover there, so that's pretty cool. Ben, I know you've been getting the crypto covers, so there's one for you. Although I can't really recommend this book, I don't know if you'll enjoy it or not. Picked up Nightwing 21. Another book I'm iffy about. I'm really liking him in Chicago, and I hope they build Nightwing as a character separate than Bruce Wayne for a while. I think he can support his own world, have his own city, have his own cast of villains and characters, and I hope they move towards that in this book. Also happy they moved that off that Batman Pack 3rd week. Picked up Suicide Squad number 21. I picked up 20 on Johnny DaCosta DC Comics recommendation with James Gordon in it, and I liked it, so willing to check this out. New creative team. Looks like an interesting book. Kind of cool team. I don't know a lot about Deadshot and stuff, but it looks pretty cool. So worth checking out. Picked up Batgirl 21 with what might be the cover of the week. Very cool art. We get the ventriloquist story here, so I'm excited to see this. More fallout from her, I guess, interaction with her brother. So it should be cool to see. There's actually a ton of big books this week. I'm actually going to show the big 2 after. Picked up Constantine number 4 with Papa Voodoo. Papa Midnight. Okay. Having read the first trade of Hellblazer recently, I think I like that depiction of Papa Midnight more. But this book has been surprisingly good. I've only read the first 6 or 7 issues of Hellblazer. And this is obviously a lot less dark in tone, but I don't think it's that much worse. If you take it for what it is, I would say I do, even having read that little amount, I do prefer the Vertigo Constantine. But, I mean, this is a DC Universe Constantine, fine. It's fun. It's worth checking out. Jeff Lemire is a good writer. I like having the dark characters interact with the larger DC Universe, so I'm fine with that. But I'm excited. I urge people who are hesitant to check that book out. It's really good. Picked up Batman Zero Year, the start of this huge epic. Should be good. I've heard good things from some of the reviews I've read. So I'm looking forward to that. Very cool cover, very simple, but it should be pretty good. And then last, the $5 book for that fold-out. Superman Unchained number 1. Scott Snyder, Jim Lee. Should be pretty good. I'm excited to give this a read. Of course, we got Man of Steel coming out. I think on Friday it comes out. It might already be out. so that's a good way to coordinate it. But I am excited for this book. I've been actually reading. I've been reading some Superman lately, and he's starting to grow on me, which kind of scares me because I've always said, "Oh, I wouldn't ever like Superman," but he is growing on me. I picked up this trade a while ago, like maybe a month ago, and I've been reading it. It's Superman Kryptonite, and it's actually really good. It's Darwin Cook and Tim Sale, and I love Tim Sale's art. If anyone's like kind of interested in Superman and wondering where to jump on, I would recommend this book. I've only read the first half of it, but it's been really good. And also Superman for All Seasons is solid too. So All-Star Superman's my next Superman trade I'm going to check out. Excited for that. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing everyone's videos. Yeah, I'm excited for that. So anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you later.